Southern California audiences should come to PUFFS or 7 Eventful Years at a certain school of magic and magic because it is a West Coast premiere. You should definitely see the show. It did very well on Broadway, but more importantly, that the show has a lot of heart. It's a lot of fun, and I can't imagine spending a better 2 hours in a theater than being with my friends, learning about other people, and just having a lot of fun laughing and learning life lessons.
The Southern California audience should be going to PUFFS because, first of all, the show is hilarious and you're going to love it. Especially if you like anything in this fandom, you're going to be rolling in the aisles laughing. It's fantastic. Again, it's a really poignant message and a message that I think we kind of need right now. A message of acceptance and accepting oneself. And the fact that the show just closed off Broadway, and now we're really kind of the only place you can see it.
Oh, the Southern California audience must go to PUFFS because it's so much fun. It's hysterical. Like I said, it's a completely different take on a story that you're already used to hearing. And so because of that, and also because of the message and the meaning behind it, I think the audience gets a lot out of it.
Southern Californians must go to PUFFS because it's the West Coast premiere. They have to see the special effects and the quick jokes and just be on the ball because it is a very fast show and it's very fun. You gotta be on it.
I think this play is important to see, even if you haven't quite familiarized yourself with the PUFFS universe prior to this. There's jokes for everyone, there's jokes for longtime fans, and a beautiful message throughout it all.
The Southern California audience should go see PUFFS because third or nothing. You'll find out in the play what that actually means if you actually come and see it.
Well, PUFFS on Broadway is actually closing in August, right about when we happen to be opening. So for a lot of people, it's not accessible to be able to go to the East Coast and see it before it closes. And it is just such a fantastic show, especially if you love that certain school of magic and magic. It is, you can't miss it.
The Southern California audience should go to PUFFS because it's unlike any show that has been. When this show first came out, it sure seemed like it was just a funny, like poking fun at the original content. But now it is its own thing, and it really feels important. And I think that the Southern California audience should go to PUFFS because you'll have a lot of fun and you'll walk away feeling really good.
I think it's extremely important that Southern California audiences come see PUFFS because the message it brings is very home. It's very clear, and it's very much about just being you. And I think in a town so close to LA where everything is so glamour and glitzy, that just being you and being happy with yourself and being with your friends is the most important thing.
I think the Southern California audience really should see PUFFS because it's such an important show, really for any time, but especially right now, as I feel like there's so many things that are going on in our world that are tearing people apart. And I think that this show really brings everybody together, and it shows that no matter what our differences are, we can all find common ground, and we can all find the puff inside of us. And I also think it's important for everyone to come just so you can laugh and have a great time, because this show is going to be so fun, full of laughter, and just a ridiculous good old time.
Well, I first of all think that Southern California needs to be more involved in theater as a whole. On the East Coast, it's very much the norm on the weekends or whenever, like, oh, we have some free time, let's go see a show. And I feel like the West Coast is missing that a little bit. LA is very oversaturated with all of their theaters, but South Orange County and just kind of Orange County in general, I want audiences over here to be inspired to really surround themselves more with the arts. And so I think that this show could be a fun lead-in into kind of catching the bug, if you will, that all of us actors have.
The Southern California audience has to come to PUFFS because it's their first chance to see it outside of New York. And it's just a phenomenal play. It's so much fun. Anyone who's a fan of anything wizardry related is gonna just love it. It's full of whimsy and charm, and the pace is great. It has so much humor, so many laughs, while also, you know, some sad and some poignant moments, and some really good points behind it. It's really what live theater is supposed to be. And we're going to pull it off with some flamboyance. I think they're going to have a lot of fun.
The Southern California audience must come see PUFFS because it just closed on Broadway. You can't see it out there. Come see us. We're awesome. We're hilarious. We're the West Coast premiere, baby. Come on down.